Everybody, Namaskaram. Today we are celebrating, by grace of Baba, I should say, we are celebrating youth leadership in service recognition day. I would like to call upon Prasad Garu, our Board of Trustees Chairman, to say a few words before I start.
Thank you. Good morning. Guru Bhyo Namaha. I think today is, for me, is a milestone day for this temple. Youth leadership. We are talking about recognizing the future of this world, how people are going to take. The youth is going to take the baton from us and then make it bigger and bigger and bigger. I want to first thank all the parents who have come here. And I think that's extremely important because you set your kids and the youth of this world, and you have the responsibility to really provide them the right values. I look at the parents as the gardeners. You know how a good gardener brings up a sapling beautifully in a small nursery. And that sapling, when it goes into a garden, and that is the transition which in the Sai temple we have this program which we can help. But bringing the sapling with the right nutrients, with the right atmosphere, with the right weather, which is all you parents did, with the values within your families, with values providing for them to be successful, with the values for them to take the leadership in serving the community, because this is extremely important value where you are really telling them that it is always necessary to give back to the community. It's very important. When we grow up, we take so much from the community which we do not realize. So it's always important to get that thought into the kids at the right time. So a big applause for yourself, for all the parents. I really thank from the bottom of my heart. I think it's a wonderful thing which you have done for you. And now I come to the children, the youth of this current age. And specifically, I think the youth of the current age requires a much bigger applause. Can I have a much bigger applause? You have much more challenges. When I say you, the youth, you have much more challenges than what we faced in previous generations. You have been bombarded with social media. You have been bombarded with all the things which can very easily distract you from your values. You have a huge challenge of how do you manage all those distractions, but still steadfastly hold on to your values which your parents have given. We in Sai Temple, under the leadership of Vasanta Garu, we have initiated some of those areas where we can really provide you an opportunity, provide youth an opportunity to work in some of the key areas where they can see or realize the values which has been imbibed in them over the years by their parents. And we have been so blessed that Cincinnati, in this Sai temple, we have such a wonderful kids who have been able to come. The parents have been putting all their efforts to bring their kids right down here. And we have really seen they are just blossoming out. They are great leaders. And that is the leadership. Leadership is not about just standing and talking about something. Leadership is not about being loud. Leadership is not just about being well-dressed and having a great personality. Leadership is all about how you empathize, how you touch others, and in your own way how you can improve the life of one member of the community in whatever way you can. I think that's the biggest leadership which I can see. And that's what, if you have read Satcharita, chapter 3, if you go and read, Sai says that for every devotee, he has a different role to play in terms of community service. And one of the areas for youth he specifically talks about is giving back to the community. How do you engage in the community? How do you go back to the community and provide them whatever you can from your way? It is not that you have to do X or Y. Anything which you can make a difference, a positive difference to the community. I think that's what it's about. So with that, I'm very happy. From the last year, we started this program, and we have been really getting an extremely good amount of suction or interest from a lot of the parents, and we have been extremely happy with the type of the kids which are getting, and we are able to imbibe some of the cultures. And I will only one request I will have from the parents is please encourage your kids to participate. Talk to your other peer parents and tell them, okay, what your kids are doing. I think we need to spread this word as much as we can. The more this spreads like a virus, I think the more the youth we will have, and more confidence my generation and the generation next to me will have, that we can keep continuing this and we can keep building this over a period of years. Because you have to carry the baton forward of being very proud and continue this pride of our culture and our and what we are as people here. So I'm going to, with all the recognition, I'm also going to give you the additional responsibility to carry, because you guys are capable of doing that much better than what you yourself think. No, it's something like, even Lord Hanuman needs to be told by somebody what is his strength. Like you need to be told by all others that you have much more strength than what you really have. So be aware of that, and you can do a lot of things for yourself, for your community, and for this world. With that, I will hand it over to Vasanta Garu to move on with this recognition. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Prasad Garu. So now I'm going to talk about the Youth Leadership and Management Internship that we started last year. This actually, the request came from a couple of our own youth. I would specifically name them, Raj Vangani and Soumya Edurupudi. They asked me, Auntie, we want more than what we are doing in the temple. We want to not only serve lunch or serve prasad, we want to know about this organization. We want to know the inner workings of the temple, how we do it. I mean, you run this beautiful temple and there is so much goes behind it. Can you come up with something? So we started this program, and I have to thank Ranga Garu, happy to be my husband too, and he is the one who helped us structure the program and make it sustainable. I'm going to just quickly read, because we have only 25 minutes to go through the awards, and I'm going to give some opportunity for the kids to talk. This is about them. So I'm going to quickly talk about the program. So it's basically, the program is to develop leadership and management skills by participating in management meetings. They work as understudies of selected members, and they fulfill assigned tasks, and their focus areas are mainly all the different portfolios. We cover all the portfolios. These interns, they cover all the portfolios. They shadow the members. They take up tasks. They fulfill the tasks, and at the end, they have to finish a capstone project. The project is all about choosing a problem, and then looking at how the processes are right now. Can we improve the processes? So it's basically either you can improve the existing process or you can come up with a new idea. So that's the idea of a capstone project. And the duration of this program is about 12 to 16 weeks, and mostly in summer. And this is a pretty stringent program. So you have to submit your resume, you have to write an essay, and then you have to get interviewed by selection committee. And the selection committee is management members and volunteers. So this last year selection committee was Ranga Vemuri Garu, Ravi Chagalamuni, Raghav Garu, and we have Subramanian Garu and forgetting Kiran Kumar. So we have 5 people. They will go through the whole thing, they interview them, and then they choose them. So last year we had four extraordinary students, I would say 9 to 12th graders, and next one, please. So they actually, go to the next one, please. Yes.
Can you stand aside? Raise sound.
Oh, I see. So last year we have four students. Deepika Kalai Rasan, she is a freshman right now in Ohio State University. Raj Vangani, he's a senior, and Satvik Vajjala and Soumya Tirupudi. They were the students who were selected last year. They went through the whole program. Next slide, please. And they are the first kids actually. I took a picture of them at the very beginning of the program. Next one. And so basically they, as I said, they finished, they followed, they shadowed the management members, they learned about the temple, and they learned under the what constitution we work on. And then they came up with some projects of their own, and they all, you can see the names of the projects here. And then at the end, they actually, by grace of God, we found a great mentor, Raghav Garu. He worked with them. This is not part of the program, so, but he said, I want to work with them. They seem to be very dedicated kids. So he actually worked with them and they developed a mobile app. And it's actually, we tested it, but we haven't released it because we wanted to do the Apple also. So that's their contribution last year. And afterwards, looking at their dedication and their commitment and the work they have done, we considered applying for Presidential Service Awards. So if you can go back. So yeah, so this is the President's Volunteer Service Award. So this actually is an opportunity to honor the most outstanding volunteers and recognize the impact they make. This award honors individuals whose service positively impacts communities in every corner of the nation and inspires those around them to take action too. So this is actually given by Corporation for National and Community Service. So we nominated them. Again, I have to thank Rangave Murugaru who helped us make our organization, SSTGC, as a certifying organization. It's a process. So we applied and we got it. And we nominated all the four individuals, all the four children. And then they all got awards for the work that they have done. So now I would like to, today actually I chose today because I thought that about 80% of them would make it, but in the last minute they actually had to go to state level tournaments, they had some exams, but all the families are here, 100% participation is there from families. So I'm going to call first Raj Vangani's mother, Monica Vangani, and Rishi Vangani, his brother. Can you have your mother also, Rishi?
She has to step out.
Okay. Step out. Okay, that's it. So, Raj Vangani. Raj Vangani.
That's it.
Yeah, you can go on. Yes. Come. So thank you, Rishi. Rishi is Raj's brother. That's okay. We will do it again.
No, just stand next to the...
I will ask you. Okay?
Come closer.
Rishi. I think you get a picture. Quickly. I would like to call Deepika, now Deepika's parents, Deepika Kalairasan, Ravi Chadha, can you please come and... Deepika is currently she's a freshman at Ohio State University. She's one of the kids that I learned from a lot, actually. Very humble, very dedicated, thank you. And now I would like to call upon Soumya Yaddanapudi. Soumya literally grew up in the temple. I knew her as a baby, and she's one of the, I would say, bright childs of this program. So she's the one who asked for Raj Vangani also when we came up with this program. Thank you, Soumya. And now Ranga Murigaru, she is going to give you the award. You can go there. Okay, Soumya.
If you are here in person, you will put it around.
Thank you, Soumya. Now I would like to call upon, so these three youth they were categorized above 16 age, so their requirements are little different. And now Satvik Vajala, he is considered under below 16 category. And Satvik is somebody we kind of debated because he appeared very young when he came to the interview, but he really changed our mind as, and then we started thinking of taking even ninth graders after seeing him. He's dedicated, he's very committed. He would miss come late, but once he comes in, he's 100% there. And he did a wonderful contribution to the mobile app. I think he liked it a lot. I would like to call upon, he's actually writing SAT exam right now, so I'm going to call Satvik's parents, Swarna and Srinivas. I'd like to ask our chairman, Prasad, he received the gold award. Thank you so much. And as I said,
Yeah, this was a gold award. One of the things which I think we should be very proud of as an organization here is we have been certified as we can make the recommendation. I think which you should not miss that point. It is not just getting the award. This SSTGC as an organization has been certified by the government that we can nominate and get these awards for the volunteers who are doing exceptional work and meet all the criteria. I think that should be the line which we should be spreading the word, where we can really get a lot of interested youth engaged with SSTGC, provide an opportunity for them to really help them and help the community. Thank you.
Now we will move to the second phase of our presentation, which is our current interns, 2019 students. Please go next. Yes, yeah. So this year we had tremendous response from the community. I think having seen our last interns, they must have given good feedback about me and the temple and the program. So we received 12 applications. So it was very hard for us to make a decision. Again, we chose 6 qualified individuals after going through the resume, essays and selection committee, and they had to kind of present, literally it's like a job interview, and they had to tell us why they'll make a difference. So we chose all these 6 individuals. Now I would like to, please next slide please. They actually again they went through the same thing. They were under studies of all the so again, they went through the whole process of, following all the management members, learning about their portfolios and doing the tasks. But this year we added another module, it's called Sacharitra module, where we chose 10 stories from Sacharitra because we thought that this is Baba temple. Even though we are building leadership, we wanted to inculcate Sai values. Looks like everybody.
Connection loose go.
So I asked them, they actually again did the same thing, they have to submit a project, and this time I asked them what did they learn from the internship. So I would request you to go through their responses, and I hope you have time. So I would like to call upon Rinav Tata, Rinav here. I would like to invite Shiva. We'll invite one of our management team members to come and give Linav's certificate. He finished his capstone project, and he is, so it's completion of the internship. Thank you. Next, I would like to call Guhan Krishnan. Yeah. Guhan Krishnan is again a freshman. It's always difficult for us to debate. We always debate about choosing young students. They are like 9th graders. But Guhan and Sanjana really changed my opinion about the age and their maturity. So he is extremely dedicated, very driven, and he won't take a no for an answer. He would, he's such a deep thinker for his age, and some of his answers in the interview really impressed us. He goes to Satsai Baba's classes, right? And his capstone project is SSTGC supply drive, where he tried to improve a process that we have right now. So that's his response about what he learned about the internship. So I would like to request, let's see, is Kayur Garu here? Kayur Hafsa? Please come. Now I would like to, Shreyas could not be here. Shreyas Shankani had some, I think, some death in the family, so he could not come to the temple. So I will talk about Shreyas for a minute. Shreyas is one of the quietest people that we have, but his answers about Baba and what he understood about Satcharitra really made us think. And he actually wants to do the blood drive. That's his project, and he actually made some contacts with the Oxford Blood Center. Eventually we'll do it, but as I said, we haven't scheduled a date yet, but that's his project. So I would like you to read what he said. It's very small response he gave me, but I like the way he said about Baba, his wisdom and endless grace. So again, we are very happy that we introduced that Satcharitra module this year. They have learned a lot. They actually taught us a lot. Taught me personally. So I will take Shrey's certificate. I'll give it to him later. And then comes. Okay, you can. Next one is Veena Gandhi. She's a sophomore in Mason High School, and she is again one of the quiet people, but her ideas are amazing. She came up with this idea of proposing. She proposed an event promotion youth involvement proposal where she wants to collect all the talented youth and make use of them in the events that we have in the temple. And that's very doable. We haven't operationalized it yet. But again, I learned a lot from her. And she wrote that she thought that running an organization is very easy, but her ideas have changed, which is what we wanted to show them, They always thought that coming here and praying and leaving is what it all. But they have learned what it takes to run an organization like this, how much work goes behind it. So That's her answer, and I would like to request Shankar Garu, Mina's father, to come and listen for that. She's at the debate tournament, Canton, Ohio, right? So Shankar Garu is receiving on behalf of you. Yeah, so
The proud parent is receiving.
yes. Next comes, we have Vishwa. Vishwa is one of the dynamic members of our team. Vishwa Bhavsaria. She actually, we felt so much joy interviewing her. She's so dynamic, she's so outspoken, and she came up with this idea of forming a team of volunteers with a head team, and so they would participate in the event organization. So she would be a liaison between operations team and the volunteers, the teen volunteers. So she came up with a very good idea. We haven't implemented it yet. I'm in the process of implementing it. I have to work with our operations team. And looking at her answers, I feel really good about what they have learned. So when she said when I was young, I did not fully grasp. I don't think she's an adult yet, but she thought that she learned a lot. And I would like to I don't think Vishwa is here. Oh, Vishwa, you are here. Okay, come on. I'd like to invite Vishwa now to come and receive the award. Senthil, please come and give that. Senthil is our rituals committee member. They all worked with them, so. So, and now finally, I would like to talk about Sanjana Veru. She's one special kid. When we started this program, it's not necessary for us to operationalize that. It's just an idea. You have to come up with an idea, and then you have to write the process and see how it improves. But she was after me. She said that I have to do this, auntie. This is a homework and help tutoring program. It's her idea. And she saw it in the library, Mason Library, and she said we need to implement it in our temple. So she is the one who actually literally wrote the guidelines and the process, and then created the Sign Up Genius, and she made me do it. Literally, it's her idea, so I implemented her idea. And right now we have, I'm really humbled to say, we have 45 tutors signed up for 5 days, tutoring 65 kids. We started about 2 months ago. We finished 10 weeks, and some of the tutors are here. So it's going really well. We want to sustain it long term, because it's initially we wanted to keep it as a paid one, but then we later changed it to a free program because we wanted to give back to the community, and we want to teach the kids to give back to the community. So I would like to ask Sanjana's brother to come and receive the award on her behalf, because Sanjana is in Canton, Ohio, right? Same place. I think she's at the speech and debate. Yes, come Rahul. He's a student now, right? Yeah. Sudhar is our facilities lead on. Thank you. Okay? Please tell thanks to your sister. Yes.
What's his name?
Rahul.
Rahul.
Oh, yes.
Rahul, I want to see you one day taking one of those awards, okay? Your sister is your inspiration.
So now I would like to move on to the next program. As I said, STGC homework and tutoring program is what we have started. So currently, these are the number of tutors signed up. All the ones with stars have been doing it for the last 10 weeks, and the ones without stars, they just started registered. I would like to really request all the tutors who are to stand up and get acknowledged. Everybody, I see Panisha, I see Hamsa, I see everybody, please. Really Sometimes they come prepared, sometimes they don't know what the student is going to bring. These kids always come on time, stay dedicated, patient. These are young. These are 9th to 12th graders. They have to deal with kindergarten to 6th graders. So they stay, they teach them, and then, and if they have any questions, they ask them, but most of the time they don't really depend on us. So big thanks to you, because of you the program is really successful. So let's have a seat. And I would like to also go to the next slide, please. And we also run, there are other places where we involve youth in the temple, this is a fun thing that we have been doing this is our 7th year. So this year what I have done is, the last year interns were given leadership roles. This year in planning it. So if you can see the ones highlighted in red, they are our last year interns. So they actually took leadership role and they actually planned it along with me and Anuchada. We both planned this program. So they were given more responsibility, but rest of them are all volunteers. There are about 45 volunteers who do this every year for us. And we generated, I think we generate typically $6,000 to $7,000 every year through this. It's a temple event, I should be saying the numbers here, but what I'm saying is it's all their interest and the community interest, so we have been doing this. With that, I would like to go on to the next slide, and I would like to announce a few programs, and then I would like to give an opportunity to the youth and come and speak. I have chosen 3-4 kids because they signed up, so I've chosen 3 or 4 of them to come and speak. So I would like to announce the programs that we are going to start soon, very soon actually. The first thing is Career Lecture Series. This is basically, it's a new program we are planning to introduce. It's inviting career professionals from various fields to explain the career path. So we are planning to, I have reached out a few, to name a few, some finance areas, some doctors, some engineers, anybody who is interested to engage youth and help them choose a career or just build the leadership, and then giving back. It's because these people come back and then explain about so it's kind of develop the attitude of giving back. And then we are also planning to do a SI values-based kids retreat. We had done the speaker series in the past, and we are planning to revive it. So these are the upcoming programs. Stay tuned, and it will come through our communication channels, and we will let you know. So with that, I would like to stop now, and I would like to invite Soumya Edinapudi, Sanjana Velu's brother, and Sanjana Nair, and Hamsa to come and say a few words about their experience. Each of you have like 60 seconds. And Sai Siddhabotla is here. Sai, do you want to say something about the program? No. I would like to first ask Soumya. She's the silver medalist, Presidential Service Award winner. So first, say something about your experience. Your timer starts now. 90 seconds.
Okay, I have 90 seconds. Alright, so I want to start with the biggest thank you to the temple and Ranga and Vasantanti. With Baba's grace, they've literally given me so many opportunities to grow into the person I am today. They've become my role models, my mentors, and I honestly go to them if I need anything. And then I would like to thank my parents for always giving me support, and my 2 best friends who are here to support me today and are always positive and uplifting to me. The temple honestly means the world to me because I've been here since I was really small, and since we were at that one-room temple to here, it's honestly amazing. And not only am I grateful that the temple shaped my childhood, but it honestly shaped me as the person today. I wouldn't be the leader, the friend, the daughter I am without Baba and the temple and everything. So I'm just immensely grateful and proud. So thank you.
Say a few words from the sister. She wrote a prayer. Speak loud, okay?
Before I begin, first thank SSTGC for this amazing opportunity, Vasantanti and Ramon for supporting us throughout the entire internship program. I consider myself very lucky to have been me so many things. Not only did I learn how to run a nonprofit organization, but general life skills, such as responsibility, commitment, and teamwork. Right from the beginning, we had an opportunity to meet with various temple leaders and learn about the rules and the framework of the temple. Along with this, we had weekly logs where we could document our learning and involvement, as well as Baba's stories that we had to read and understand. This brought me closer to Baba and taught me more about his teachings. This taught me how to work as a team and be responsible and committed. As we gained more knowledge about the temple and Baba, we came to the capstone project. I personally felt that in our community, many of our students weren't getting enough help outside of school with their academics. I also felt that other students in our community weren't given enough opportunity to serve and connect with Baba as adults were given the chance to. For these reasons, I realized that I want to begin a tutoring program in the temple as will accommodate these issues as well as line up with Baba's teachings. After discussing with Vasanta and planned out all the logistics, we were able to implement the program in the Sattva temple. With Baba's grace and tremendous support from SSTGC and Vasanta Aunty, this program has been a success for the first quarter. I hope it continues to grow and continues to make a large impact on our community. Hopefully other students like me will be able to experience the same thing I did and be inspired to make a difference in our temple as well. Thank you.
So this is she's one of the well-liked tutors. Everybody, parents write letters to me. We want Sanjana, so that's why I chose her. She's one of the most patient tutors, so yeah, please go ahead and say.
So, just talking about my experience here at this tutoring program, it's honestly one of the best things I've ever done, and I would like to thank Sanjana Velu, everyone who helped make this possible. And while I am teaching these students, they're teaching me too. I've learned a lot along the way in this program. I didn't really know what it was going to be like when it began, but with the help from all of those parents who have told me what their kid wants, and these kids are working with me itself, and it's helped make this one of the most fun things. Twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, I get so excited to come here. It's just, the community here too is amazing, and I've made a lot of new friends, and I'm just so thankful for this opportunity.
Thank you so much. Anybody else, I think we have some time. If any other tutors like Parisha or anybody wants to come and say words, they can. But you have to stand on that. Right. She's one of our tutors again.
Like Sanjay said, this has been a very great opportunity for me to learn from the students and me teaching them. It's been a great opportunity, and I would like to thank my community and giving me this great opportunity. And
Thank you. Say your name, place you tutor, and then
So,
sorry.
my name is Sai. I'm a tutor. I'm in 8th grade. I tutor on Wednesdays and Fridays, and I tutor just a bunch of different grades of students, K to 6. I think it's just a great program. I've loved tutoring kids. I've taught them, they've taught me, they've helped me become a better leader. They've taught me a lot of stuff, and I think at the beginning of the program I was a little nervous of what I would do, but then I've grown into a person who's now actually excited to go and teach the kids. I want to thank Sandra to make this possible.
He always comes on time, never misses.
Thank you, Sai. You're really awesome. I was so surprised and then so happy to see you talking it so, there's clear leadership I see on you when you're really talking about it. Thank you.
He's part of the WhatsApp group. He's the one who gives me messages, not parents. So he's an eighth still,
After this, if any parent would like to come and share your volunteer and come and talk about what you see in your kid after they got into some of these programs and what do you feel, I really appreciate parents coming and talking because you started engaging your kids here and I want to hear your experiences.
We have a couple of tutors saying, so he's talking for large one, right? Speak louder.
I would like to thank the temple for giving me an opportunity to learn more about the operation of a nonprofit organization. Through this program, I have learned so much about the temple as a devotee and as an intern. It has given me the ability to lead a multitude of events, many of which I've grown up participating in. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Siva, and I'm a tutor in the Center And this is like a great program. If there are like any other people who want to tutor, this is like a great opportunity. So that's all I want to say.
Yeah, you can say a few words if you have. Thank you. Tanisha is like Soumya. We have seen her as a baby and kind of literally grew in front of us. Even before the children program, we were always a volunteer, right?
I'm Tanisha.
She's a recipient of the Gold Award. You have received, right?
Yeah.
She has, but not through SSC. But before, even before she got the, yeah.
I'm Tanisha, and I'm a freshman in high school right now, and I'm a tutor, as Wendy said. And this temple is basically like my second home. Like, I've seen it grow throughout the years. Like, I've gone to this temple for over like 9 years now, and I remember when we had that small area, and I've seen it grow over the years. And now it's just this big, amazing temple, and it's just really amazing to be part of this experience as I volunteer with my mom and my dad, who's like planning all of the spiritual events that you see today, all of his hard work. And it's amazing just to like see how much it's grown. And I love this temple and I love Baba. And Vasantanji has given me so many opportunities in this temple. And it's honestly really God's blessing.
To work with you all. So thank you, Tanisha. Since nobody is going to say a few words, I'm going to request Ranga Vemurigaru, who is the backbone of our program, who is the one who helped Shankar also wants to say a few things. Okay, go ahead.
Sairam, Sachidanand Sadhguru, Sainath Maharaj ki jai. I'm a parent who have kind of asked my daughter to see how she can contribute to the temple. She had always been asking me, like she has been coming here with me all along for the past 8 to 10 years. Then she asked how can she contribute. She started volunteering, but she wanted to know what goes on in the temple. Then this was a great program, and I should thank Baba and the BOT and the EC team to be able to spend their time with the kids, kind of giving them awareness as to what goes into running a non-profit organization and the challenges and the opportunities. See, she immediately picked on the topic of how sustainable this temple can be future forward, and she came with a very good program, I think a capstone program, I guess. Project, I said. And then she gives her ideas, and I'm glad she was given an opportunity, and I encourage all the parents here who have seen this program, have participated in the program, to spread the word. It is an amazing opportunity for students to come in, understand and grow their leadership skills, understand the processes involved in running a non-profit, and mostly I would say take and seek blessings from the Baba and learn about Satcharitra. There are a lot more things you can learn once you are in the temple and get the guidance from all the temple committee members and also devotees. And Ranga Garu, I'll request him to talk a few words about this program and how it kind of conceptualized and how it
It's
evolved.
actually conceptualized by me, but Ranga helped us structure the program. But I think the Ashivachan is coming.
Is there any other parent who would like to give their 1 minute and talk about their experiences and how what their kids went through, their transformation and how it impacted their kid positively through this program? Because that's going to have a huge impact on other parents to encourage their kids to come and take opportunity of this particular program here. If anyone, don't feel shy, it's just express what you have in your mind. It's all in front of Baba. Anybody wants to talk? You can talk in your language. You don't have to be shy about the language either. There are a lot of interpreters if you want for every language.
Let's go on.
Sairam, I would first like to thank everyone
everyone who helped make this program a success. I would like to thank Swarna, who actually, Satvik's mom, who actually told me about the program. I think Guhan is very lucky who could participate in the program. And the part of the program that actually touched me was the Satcharita reading. So in the beginning of the program, Mr. Ranga, he used to send like small passages from a few of the selected chapters of Sai Satcharita. I grew up reading Satcharita and it's very close to my heart. So it was a very good experience for me to sit every day with my son and read the small passage and answer the questions. It made Guhan think about concepts like karma theory, which I wouldn't have been able to explain to him. So thank you.
Do you want to say a few words, Ranga? Please, just a couple of minutes.
I can say a few words. It's very hard to bring our children and youth to come and actually participate by their own will in activities in a temple setting. They have so many questions. Some of them don't know why we do puja. They really don't know how a temple is run, why should it be run. You want to try and see if they can participate and come to the temple and do engage in the various activities by their own will. This is very hard to accomplish. Any ideas any of you have to work towards the goal would be very, very helpful. Share your ideas. The management team here is always willing to listen and implement any good idea that you may have. That's how some of these programs have started. I really admire the temple, both the executive committee and the board, for listening to some of these ideas and actually implementing them. There are right now many opportunities for youth to participate in organizing events like the Sai Utsav, the Sai Carnival, and this youth internship program is something they can participate in. The tutoring program, both as tutors as well as the students in the program, they can participate. And then there is a library here if they want to learn anything more about any of our spiritual aspects. There is a library that they can make use of. And if they have questions, there are people here that are willing to answer their questions, regardless of what aspect of spirituality and worship, if they want to know. And then there is, in fact, the library also can use volunteers in its operation. So there are many opportunities for them to come and participate, as well as opportunities to show leadership in creating new programs. And I would encourage both the children, the young and the parents to come forward with their ideas and make use of existing programs.
Thank you.
Sai.
Thank you, Ranga Garu. So now the priest, our priest, Sastri Garu is
Sairam devotees, Madhyana Arati will start in 5 minutes. We request devotees to observe silence while we all perform Arati with utmost devotion. Jai Sai Ram.
Sai Ram. First of all, I will going to give the Asirvachanam. Before that, very nice initiative we ever take this. I know the like Rangaji, Vasantaji and few more other people. Mostly committee members who is involving the youth kids. That is very fantastic job you all guys have did. Very, very nice. Because they recognize about our temple, how it work our temple. Tomorrow they will going to lead the our temple. And then they will learn on their life what is the spiritual part. Very, very thank you to whoever involved in this part of the program. Make a continued and congratulate all of you whoever getting the medal from the president and then all the organizers. And another thing is not only the medal, you get a more than medal in your life, whatever you achieve about the spiritual knowledge. Baba bless you all. I'm going to give the Ashirvachanam. Sai Ram. Om Bhadram Karneve Srinuyama Deva Bhadram Pashyemaksha Vrajadra Sri Rangai Stushtvakasastano Birbhase Mahidevaitam Yadaya Lakshmiste Pankajakshini Vasatu Bhavane Bharati Kantadese Bardhantam Bandhu Varga Sakala Ripuganayantu Patala Moolam Dese Dese Sukriti Prasaratu Bhavatam Kunda Pushpendu Subram Jivattam Putra Pautra Sajana Parivrato Hayananam Satancha Sri Sai Kripa Kataksha Dvara Shakala Manoratha Siddhirastu सद्विद्या सद्बुद्धि सद्ज्ञान प्राप्तिरस्तो आयु आरोग्य प्राप्तिरस्तो सकल मनोरथ सिद्धिरस्तो भगवान श्री साई कृपा कटाक्ष श्री महासरस्वती कृपा कटाक्ष श्री महालक्ष्मी कृपा कटाक्ष सिद्धिरस्तो बाबा bless you all. Sai Ram.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Now the Harati will start. If your schedule allows, please stay back. Attend Harati, and also we have simple lunch, kid-friendly lunch. I tried to arrange. All the parents made it, and then we'll have a group photo after the Harati. So if your schedule allows, stay back. Okay? They can sit down. They can sit down if you want. They have to stand.
కలవకుండా వెళ్ళిపోతాను